Hey, what's up? I'm Ken Jordan.
And I'm Scott Kirkland, and we are the Crystal Method.
And you are watching EDM America TV.
Or at least I hope you are, because if you're not, we'll find out about it. You know what I'm saying? Hunt you down, take your pants down, and whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit.
What's up? It's Reincarnate. We are sitting here with the Crystal Method.
What's up?
Awesome. Really excited, man. We're here. We're EDM America TV.
Yep.
That's our site. And I've been following you for a very long time. I know you just came from the aquarium.
Yeah, we're here in Chicago. My family's been here with me since Monday, and so just been enjoying the sights. Went up to the Willis Tower and got the shot on the ledge with the family. And
Is that so? It used to be Sears Tower?
yeah.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Exactly. And
Now, is that the one with the huge white things on the top, or is
Yes.
that a different one?
I think it's the one with the white things on the top.
The
Yeah,
antennas?
they're like lightning strikes, like what happened in New York.
the other day they was hitting it like
Yeah.
nonstop. Yes. So, anyways,
But they
we've
look
been-
like very fashionable antennas, right? They're like... they look like architectural.
Yeah, they-
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
something
yeah. I mean, they're not that janky, like
Yeah.
like the bunny ears or something like that. Although that would be kind of cool though. Giant.
Speaking of bunny ears.
See, giant bunny ears like that. Yes. But yeah, we've been having a good time, and the beautiful day here on the 4th of July in Chicago, and just fantastic.
You're gonna make your own kind of fireworks tonight.
Yeah, we are. We went down there. That's obviously down there in that area, and it's people are packing in. It seemed that would be like so much fun, like to just.
What, like Millennium Park? Is that a big...
No, just go and all along the area there. There's just places you can just sit in the grass and like have a picnic, and the sun goes down and fireworks go off at 9 and.
Will we be able to see them from here?
Not from a restaurant, I don't think so.
No.
There you have it.
But if they give us mushrooms on his food, we're gonna see fireworks at the restaurant.
or cilantro. Those are like fighting words.
I watched an interview you did where they asked you what your least favorite food was,
Oh,
and it told a story about the mushroom burger.
here in Chicago. It was here in Chicago. Actually. Yeah, it was. What was? We were in a panic. We were in a rush. The flight was late, and we were
Right.
supposed to get to the venue, and we were starving, and we just went into the hotel bar and lounge, and looking at the menu really quickly, and it had this what they call it portobello burger.
Right.
And it had like blue cheese and all these things I really like, and I'm just like yeah, can I get that without the portobello mushroom, because I just hate mushrooms, and I didn't have a clue that people would bastardize the beautiful burger by putting portobello in the front of it and never giving you meat. So I went to take a giant bite of it. I was like, oh, starve! I just dug right into it, and oh man, it was quite an uncomfortable feeling. It's like I had started a mac on some bottom dwelling sort of dwarf potato or something like that. It was exactly like that.
So, in every interview I've ever watched, everyone always asks you, "How did you guys meet?" We know obviously you guys met when you worked at a grocery at a store together, correct?
We did. We sold mushrooms.
And you brought us around the machine. Yeah. But one of the things I saw in another interview you did is that you guys both went to this grocery store where things were alphabetized. What, Alpha, Beta, or something like that?
No.
What was
One of the stores I had worked at before was a chain called Alpha Beta, and they actually got their name from the first store that this company had.
Right.
The products were alphabetized, and it was a disaster.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That would be This
thinking
seems like a
behind it
disaster,
is
right? It's sort of, you think of it will make sense.
Right.
Like you figure out where everything is.
Cereal with the C's.
Yeah.
Right.
Next to cauliflower and
Then oatmeal would be in the O's. That should be with the cereal. Right?
See, that's where the dilemma comes in. Well, so that changed we worked at Smith's, and so yeah, we worked separately, and one day out of the blue, I brought in
Right, you
a
brought
drum
the drum
machine, and
machine,
yeah,
yes.
and that's how we started to talk about music and work together from that point on. Very, strange, fateful sort of moment, because if I never did bring that drum machine in, who knows? It would have. We would have to figure out another way to meet. Maybe that story would be better than the one about us meeting in the grocery store.
What do you remember? Because I used to use the Roland 808 groove box all the time. That like Max Zaretta in front of 242 with industrial music, and you can go, we'd go out of DJing and then go right into that.
This was I think it was a Kauai R50, if my memory serves, or what was the other one I had? That Korg
3D5.
3D5, yeah. Not sure. I think probably was the Kauai. It's interesting, those old drum machines. You see them now and you go, that was really? They sold that product? It's just like, because now you can find that in
One
like
of them
a
seemed
free
to
app.
have, one of them seemed to be the main sound source to the Seinfeld theme, though.
I think that was
No,
that was the
serious.
Korg. Because it had a slap bass sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the Korg,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. So that was.
Speaking of bass, you guys got some of your extra members of your band here tonight. He plays a band. You want to shoot the camera over at these guys?
Yeah, Marshall and Ian, they're in
Right.
the band for 24 hours.
So be in the
Awesome.
band.
Very cool.
Opportunity. What they don't know is that at some point tonight you have to do all the hard lifting. Like what I mean the hard lifting is like the drinking of
Right.
alcohol. That's difficult.
Awesome.
It's a really amazing job. So it's cool to have some friends join us and be a part of that.
How would somebody else get to do that if they wanted to do that?
Well, we did it in conjunction with the release of the new album. We had a direct-to-consumer campaign where we had a whole bunch of different packages, and this was one of the packages. So
Awesome.
yeah. So they got this and then a whole bunch of other things, hoodies and USBs.
We've talked about maybe doing it again for like a charity and things.
Sure.
We've done something similar to it once before for a charity, and so that's where we kind of got the idea of it all. So yeah, it's fun. It's been actually this is the
And they haven't quit. They haven't quit the band yet. So
the fourth one, right? I think it's the fourth one. Yes. So there's been some good ones out there. So we gotta keep that momentum going.
I know that you're a huge Star Wars fan.
I am a huge Star Wars fan. I've been captivated with Star Wars mythology since the first time I saw.
I remember when I was little.
Star Wars when I was 7 years old. So it was very exciting. They got the whole new ones going, and
Han Solo got hit with the door when they were filming.
yeah, I heard that he tripped over something on the going up the ramp on the Millennium Falcon or something.
Yes, and the
then he's
door
got-
hit him. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're gonna figure something out. Maybe they just get Jar Jar to come and take his place or something. That would just really. No, I didn't say that. I'm just.
Move some person. Job.
See, I said it. See.
Well, on that note,
Chew
I
it,
got you a couple of things to throw in
Like
your
Ed
studio that are Star Wars.
Oh wow! Look at that! Nice. Look at that. Well, that is too kind. Look at that. My son's gonna.
And then I know that you and I are kind of kindred spirits with music. I know you really like Left Field. The Open Up, that's my favorite. The Open Up, the
Oh,
Johnny
Open Up,
Ryan
yeah,
one.
Johnny
This,
Ryan,
this
yeah,
was
we
the
both
game from the
love that.
original PlayStation, Wipeout 3, that had the it had a bunch of stuff on there. It had the Chemical Brothers. It had
Oh yeah.
Left Field,
I
a
see
bunch of
that
stuff on there.
PlayStation.
So if you have the old one, you can still play that.
Yeah, awesome. We
So-
do have that. We do have one.
We have one. We
I
can
love
use
the
it
game
in
that you guys
studio.
did. I used to play that all the time, man.
This is so
N2O.
cool.
Look at that.
Pillowheads, Paul Van
Yeah.
My son knew that I was going to do an
Sasha.
interview. He had no idea I was going to be coming back to tours. It's like, of course, that's
Chris,
cool.
thank you so much.
Oh, you're
It's
welcome,
awesome.
guys.
Awesome, very cool. Put
You're
that.
heading to LA after this, correct?
Milwaukee.
Oh yeah? Well, on the website it says that.
I know. Yeah, eventually everything always leads back to LA. But we're
Summerfest.
Summerfest.
Oh, awesome!
Now, what's the deal? How is that a free event? Do you know anything about this?
I honestly don't.
I don't think it's a free event.
I could pretend like
It's not a free event?
No, I don't think so. It goes on for like a week. There's like every single. You know who's playing at the same time we're playing?
Yeah, Killers.
No.
Oh, well,
Fantagram and George Thorogood.
Oh, Killers are playing when we are in Quebec City. That's on Tuesday. It's a couple of days after Summerfest.
How does it feel to know that you guys are some of the pioneers of the electronic dance music sound, and to see everybody else pretty much like come to a noise that you guys are already making? You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
Well, it's great that, I mean, electronic dance music is just so big now, and that's kind of, it's a nice affirmation or confirmation, or it's I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's reassuring to know that this music is really was really important to us, and we really believed in it, and now finally everyone's caught on, so that's kind of cool.
What I loved about it is that it was a combination of so many different things. It had like a funk sound to it. It had like a metal feel to it. It had a dance beat to it. That's what is so enticing for me.
Yeah, we grew up loving big drums and distortion, and then getting into the world of techno and house music and sort of and a little bit of that industrial side of it. That you can take all that and you put it together, and that's basically what we started out trying to do: make music that's interesting, that's different, that doesn't necessarily rely on vocals, that has structure, that has sounds that are unique, and has that sort of aggressive collaborative unity thing that happens when people get together and just have a good time.
We have your radio station, Community Service. That's your radio program that you have. Program director of music.
That was Ken at some point, yes.
Oh, college radio, yeah. I used to, back in Vegas, used to run the college radio station there, and that was my...
Carts? Did you use carts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Carts, yeah. Carts are so funny. Yeah, they don't have carts anymore. Everything's like
they don't. It's all like,
Yeah, those things were terrible, but interesting. They were like an 8-track.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cut it and tape it, put it display.
It seems like a lot of work, doesn't it?
No, you never... I never knew that you opened them up and did it. They were certain length carts. They were like 3 minutes, 7 minutes, or somewhere like really short.
That was the guy that was down there in the basement cutting them all up for you.
Yes. I have your cart.
And they had some auto cueing feature with like a little piece of foil or something.
I bet you would have to.
When the foil came up, it stopped.
Probably had to lease that or farm that out. Maybe there's one company that was doing all that. We can. Who knows? Let's go back. That'd be a great documentary. Interesting for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then put you right to sleep after that.
Yeah, we were playing vinyl records and using carts. That was how long ago I was in radio.
Noise that there's some vinyl will make in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I know that you guys just were doing the Being Human, and unfortunately that show is no longer around. Do you have anything else in the works?
Yeah. Almost Human was like a really. But it reminds me of that movie Being There. Have you seen that movie Being There?
No.
Oh, you should. It's Peter Sellers. It's an older movie that came out in 1980, I think, but it's quite something.
Peter Sellers.
No, maybe it's 78. 78, I think that maybe was. But anyways, I digress radically. Okay, so back to the what we've been doing in the TV show. Yeah, Almost Human was fun. J.J. Abrams, Bad Robot production. It was this show that I think that really had a unique
awesome
flavor to it, and I love the characters, and a lot of people loved it, but it wasn't picked up for the next season, and so and he was so close to becoming human too. It was almost there. It was so frustrating, but the opportunities for us in the future are out there, and we had a great deal of fun doing it. And scoring the picture is something that is becoming a lot of fun for us, having sort of the opportunity to work with great artists and collaborate on something that's going to be around and look cool and so that's a lot of fun for us. So we're going to do more of that in the future, hopefully.
You guys have collaborated with a lot of really great artists, and it seems like electronic dance music is encompassing everything. Like hip hop, everyone is like, oh, I better jump on this bandwagon and do something. Who are some of the people that have been reaching out to you to do work?
Well, I don't know who has been reaching out.
We've had some reach outs. The
thing is that there's a
bad buddy coming out.
we've been approached to do like a couple of remixes just recently, and but if we don't do them, we shouldn't say who they are. I guess we don't do them. So yeah, but
it's all about finding the right combination. We've had friends that we've worked with that they've been great. We've had people that we didn't know before come in and magic happens, and then sometimes it's just that you don't make that connection. So you just never know. You sort of trying to map out or on a chalkboard say who should we work with. Bunch of pictures and a bunch of people that we really like. It just when it naturally happens, like with Mana Shahu, for instance, on the last record, we were playing at a festival and he wanted to join in with us on stage, and he was just brilliant, like rapped over freestyle over High Roller, and that we started to hang out from that point. This current record that has a single Over It on it. Dia Frampton was working with a good friend of ours, and she's like, you should really hang out. She's really cool, and she came by the studio, and it was like immediate, respect for each other. She had a great sort of skeleton track that was, that was sexy, that was, that was confident, that was direct, that had this real, lovable aspect to it. So we were. Really happy to work with that on that project with her over it, and the Difference song on our new record, The Crystal Method. Just to throw that out there like that,
available everywhere.
Exactly. That's where you got to jump on that faster, Kim. But Frankie Perez, who basically grew up in the same town with us, in Vegas. Hadn't met him before, but immediate connection with him right away. Same sense of humor, created this really cool track that we're getting some remixes for, and hopefully will be coming out soon, and as maybe the potential next single. But sometimes they go really well, sometimes they don't. You just gotta follow the sort of the organic, natural sort of selection thing, and go from there.
Is there anything else that you wanted to plug, or any talking points that you wanted to go over?
Let's think about that.
Yes. Say no to
20th
Patron.
anniversary.
20th anniversary. That you were going to get.
Yeah. It's our 20th year. We October of '94. We put out our very first vinyl single, and so 2014.
That's when it was. It was October.
I think so.
October.
So this tour is kind of celebrating. It's not only promoting the new album, but it's also celebrating our 20th year.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
And also we do a lot of work with this great charity called Electronic Music Alliance.
Okay.
So check out EMA Global. Honey? EMA-global.org.
Awesome. For EDM America TV, I'm Reincarnate.
And we are the Crystal Method.
Thank you for hanging out with us here in the luxury suite in the wonderful Palomar Hotel. Oh, yes. Awesome.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. Appreciate it.
The hidden enemy. This is not any.
That's mushrooms right there.
I see that.
Mushrooms and cilantro.
Only a target. That's.
Yes.